ఇక్కడ కామెంట్ రావట్లేదా? ఇది ఓపెన్ చేయాలా? ఆన్ చేయాలా? ఓకే. Yes, good evening, good afternoon, students. Now paper number 925. Now in this paper number 925, reasoning section, question number starts from 66 to 70. Now this reasoning section starts at question number 66 to 100. Altogether, there are some 35 questions in this reasoning. Now let us start with the question number 66. Now in this 66, tell me what is the information we have. Altogether, there are some 8 persons. Now just to go through the information once. 8 tourists, and who are those? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H are the 8 persons seated around a circular table. These 8 persons are seated around a circular table. Now it comes under seating arrangement and facing the center. Information clearly specified. These 8 persons are facing towards the center. Now we need to look at whether any other parameter is given along with this one or not. And next one, but not necessarily in the same order. Like each one of these 8 persons, A through H, have planned to visit a different city in India. And what are the cities? 8 different cities were there. Goa, Agra, Simla, Kerala, Kashmir, Kanyakumari, Udaipur, and Darjeeling. Yes, what is the basic information we have? 8 persons, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. They are seated around a circular table, and at the same time, each one of these persons have planned to visit a different city, isn't it? Then, from here, the statements were started. What is the first statement we have? G sits out to the right of the one who is visiting Kanyakumari. As the information clearly specified, all the persons are facing towards the center. As all the persons are facing towards the center, we can directly start with the first information. As which statement we need to fix now? The person who visits to Kanyakumari. If we have fixed this one, then G sits out to the right of the one. If the persons are facing towards the center, right will be anti-clockwise. Then this G will be out to the right hand side of the person who is visiting to Kanyakumari. Next one, A sits second to the right of G. As A is seated second to the right of G, now G will be out to the right of Kanyakumari. Then again second right is nothing but this A will be fifth to the right of Kanyakumari. Done? Then next one, only one person sits between the one who is visiting Kanyakumari and Simla. One person between Kanyakumari and Simla, whether the person who is planning to visit Simla could be either to the right hand side of Kanyakumari or left hand side. Here we got 2 different possibilities. Clear now? The next one, the one who is visiting Udaipur sits to the immediate left of H. And H is not an immediate neighbor of G. H and G are not adjacent to each other. And at the same time, H will not visit Kanyakumari. And this is what the information given. The next one is only one person sits between the one who is visiting Darjeeling and Udaipur. Between the persons who are planning to visit Darjeeling and visit Udaipur, there must be exactly one person. And G is not visiting Darjeeling, isn't it? And next one, the one visiting Goa sits out to the right of the one who is visiting Darjeeling. Now it's Darjeeling and Goa. Now Goa is seated out to the right of Darjeeling, again in the anti-clockwise direction. And the one who is visiting Kerala sits out to the left of B. Kerala is seated out to the left of B. Left means whereas these persons are facing towards the center, left will be in the clockwise. And next, B and D will not visit Darjeeling. B and D will not visit Darjeeling. And F will visit Kashmir. And C is not an immediate neighbor of G. C and G are not adjacent to each other, isn't it? And next one, and C and H and G is also not adjacent to each other. And C will not visit Kanyakumari. This is what the information given. Rather than directly starting, why I have read the entire information, assuming that maybe you people do not have the paper with you. Okay, that is the reason why I have covered this entire information once. Clear? I hope you people got the information now. Now let us directly go to the drawing the diagram. And if you have the hard copy with you, then there is no necessity for me to read the entire information. I'm hoping you people do not have the hard copy with you, assuming that you people do not have the hard copy with you, hence I have read the entire information. Clear? Now initially I have discussed about this one. There will be two possibilities. Why there are two possibilities? Because only one person between Darjeeling and this one visiting Kanyakumari and Simla, isn't it? Only one person sits between Kanyakumari and Simla is there. Hence, you'll have two different possibilities. As there are two different possibilities, let us write down two possibilities simultaneously. Clear now? Now in the first possibility. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is one possibility. And the second one is now the second cycle. Now in the second cycle again there are 8 persons 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. There are two different possibilities. Now this is the first one and this is the second. Now coming to the first information. What is the first information we have? And G sits third to the right of the one who is visiting Kanyakumari. Now we are starting this one. G is seated third to the right of the one who visits Kanyakumari. As Kanyakumari is here, as all the persons are facing towards the center, now I am fixing the first one. Then G sits third to the right, hence G must be at this place. G sits third to the right of the one who is visiting Kanyakumari. And the next one, A sits second to the right of. A is seated second to the right of G, A must be at this place. Then next one. And only one person between Kanyakumari and Simla. Now between Kanyakumari and Simla, tell me how many persons are there? There is exactly one person. Kanyakumari and Simla, there must be exactly one person. How many possibilities? Two possibilities. Whether the person who is planning to visit Simla can be either to the left hand side of Kanyakumari or right hand side. As there is a second possibility we have, isn't it? Now we are starting with the second possibility simultaneously. Now Kanyakumari is here, G is here, and A is here. And the one who is visiting Shimla, must be at this place. Clear now? Now Shimla could be either left hand side of Kanyakumari or to the right hand side. Then next one, the one who is visiting Udaipur sits to the immediate left of H. Udaipur is to the immediate left hand side of H. As of now, we cannot represent the data, isn't it? Hence, we are representing this one separately. And H is not an immediate neighbor of G. H is not an immediate neighbor of G. H cannot be in these two places. H is not an immediate neighbor of G. Similarly, here also, H cannot be in these two places. H is not an immediate neighbor of G. And H will not visit Kanyakumari as well. And H cannot be here as well. Isn't it? Now this is what the information given. And now we need to finalize this Udaipur and H. Now tell me whether H can be at this place. Here. If H is here, then Udaipur and Simla must be in the same place, which is not possible. Hence H cannot be at this place. Are you following this one or not? H cannot be here, cannot be here, and it cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be here. Isn't it? And cannot be here as well. Then how many possibilities? Either H can be here or H can be here. If you take H at this place, then now this Udaipur and Kanyakumari must be in the same place, which is not possible. Isn't it? Hence, whatever this one, tell me where should this H? H must be. Then H is to the immediate left hand side of whom? H is to the immediate left of this one. Now H is here. If H is at this place, H cannot be in these two places. H is not an immediate neighbor of G. H cannot be in these two places. H is not an immediate neighbor of G. Then H cannot be here because Udaipur cannot be here. And if H is here, Udaipur cannot be here. Isn't it? Hence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hence H must be here. If H is here, then tell me who is the person from Udaipur? A is the person from Udaipur. Done with this? Then afterwards, what is the next information we have? Only one person sits between Kanyakumari and Shimla, and the one visiting Udaipur sits to the immediate left hand side of H. Udaipur is to the immediate left of H. H is not an immediate neighbor of G, and H will not visit Kanyakumari. And again, coming back to this one, H cannot be at this place because if H is here, Udaipur and Kanyakumari must have been the same place, not possible. Now in this case, if H is here, Udaipur can be here. If H is here, Udaipur can be here, isn't it? Now in this case, we are having two different possibilities for this H and Udaipur. Then next one. And only one person between Darjeeling and Udaipur. Now between Darjeeling and Udaipur, there must be exactly one person. As Udaipur is here, Darjeeling can be either this G or Darjeeling can be in between this Shimla and Kanyakumari. And only one person between Darjeeling and Udaipur. G will not visit Darjeeling. As G does not and G is not Darjeeling, and this is ruled out. As this is ruled out here, Darjeeling, the one who is visiting Darjeeling must be at this place. And next one, the one who is visiting Goa sits south to the right of the one Darjeeling. Goa is seated south to the right of Darjeeling, 1, 2, 3. Hence, the one who is visiting Goa must be at this place. And the one who is visiting Kerala sits south to the left of B. Kerala is seated south to the left of B. B is here, 1, 2. And this must be Kerala. Kerala is seated south to the left of B. Tell me where should this be? Okay, now we are discussing about the possibilities for this B. Now, Kerala is seated south to the left of B. B cannot be at this place. Why B cannot be here? If B is 1, 2, 3, Kerala and Udaipur must be in the same place, not possible. Isn't it? Now B could be Darjeeling. If B is here 1, 2, 3, Kerala can be here, there is a possibility. B cannot be at this place. Now B cannot be at this place. Now if B is here 1, 2, 3, Kerala can be here, there is another possibility for this B. Isn't it? Now B cannot be at this place. If B is here 1, 2, 3, Kerala must be here, which is not possible. If B is here, Kerala and Simla must be in the same place, not possible. Hence B cannot be in any one of these places. Hence how many possibilities we have? Either the person from Darjeeling could be here, or this person B could be here. Either B is the one who is planning to go to Darjeeling, or this person is B. And the one who is visiting Goa sits south to the right of Darjeeling. Goa is seated, and the one who is visiting Kerala sits south to the left of B. And B and D will not visit Darjeeling. Now B and D, hence B cannot be at this place. As B cannot be here, then where should this be? B must be at this place. That is the only possible. If B is here 1, 2, 3, Kerala must be at this place, Kerala. Now we have done with this information as well. As B and Kerala here, the one and B and D will not visit Darjeeling. F will visit Kashmir. Now F and Kashmir must be together. F cannot be here, 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 and cannot be here. What is the only possibility here? Do we have any possibility here? F and Kashmir must be adjacent to each other. As F and Kashmir are adjacent to each other, and this case is completely ruled out. Are you following this one or not? Finally, we do not have any possibility where F and Kashmir must be together, and this case is completely ruled out. Now we are left with this case. Now coming back to this one. Now in this case, Simla is here. As Simla is here, as the space is very limited, now I am arranging this information here. Okay. Then next one. Because here there are two different possibilities for this one. Hence we need to draw those two possibilities. For that reason I am arranging this, and I will draw a new diagram to this. Then coming back to this one, the first one. Now in this, Kanyakumari is here, G is here, and H cannot be in these two places. As H cannot be in these two places, then if you take H at this place, if H is here, then what is Udaipur is to the immediate left hand side, and Udaipur can be here. That is one possible. Or if H is here, Udaipur can be here. There are two different possibilities. As of now, we are starting this one, H and Udaipur. And if Udaipur is here, then next one. G sits south to the right of the one who is visiting Kanyakumari. A sits second to the right of G. Only one person between Kanyakumari and Shimla. And next one, the one who is visiting Udaipur sits to the immediate left of H. H is not an immediate neighbor of G. And next one, H is not an immediate neighbor of G. And what is the next case we have? And H will not visit Kanyakumari. We have taken that one. One person between Darjeeling and Udaipur. Udaipur and Darjeeling, there must be exactly one person. As there must be exactly one person, as Udaipur is here, Darjeeling cannot be here, Darjeeling must be here. If Darjeeling is at this place, then Darjeeling and Udaipur, there is exactly one person, and G will not visit Darjeeling. G will not visit Darjeeling, that is again ruled out. And the one visiting Goa sits south to the right of the wind, Darjeeling. Darjeeling, south to the right of this one is Goa. Hence, this Goa must be H. And next one, the one visiting Kerala sits south to the left of B. Kerala is seated south to the left of B, this information. And B and D will not visit Darjeeling. B and D will not visit Darjeeling. Hence B and D cannot be here. As B and D cannot be here, now B and Kerala. Now can you take B at this place? B is Kanyakumari. Now if you take B Kanyakumari 1, 2, 3, there is a possibility for this Kerala. Hence there is a possibility for this B here. B cannot be here. And if B is here, 1, 2, 3, Kerala must be here, isn't it? And B and D will not visit Darjeeling. F visit Kashmir. Then now there is another possibility for this one. If B is at this place, this is one possible. B can be here or B can be here. If B is here 1, 2, 3, and Kerala can be at this place, Kerala. Or if B is here, then if let us take B1 and this is Kerala and Kerala is Kerala 1. And if you take B2 here, then Kerala 2 here. How many possibilities we have? We have some 2 possibilities. And B and D will not visit Darjeeling. F will visit Kashmir. F visit Kashmir. If B is here, B, H, and Udaipur, and Kerala, Darjeeling, and G, Shimla, and this is the only thing left over here, and F must be Kashmir. F is Kashmir. And as F is Kashmir here, now if you take the second possibility, B here, B and Kerala in these 2 places, then this is also fixed here, and these are also fixed, and B and Kerala. If B is at this place, Kerala will be here. Now we have taken B at this place, Kerala is at this place. F will visit Kashmir, and C is not an immediate neighbor of G. As C cannot be an immediate neighbor of G, C cannot be in these 2 places. As C cannot be in these 2 places, hence, where should this C? C must be here. If C is here, B2 cannot be here, isn't it? As B2 cannot be here, Kerala 2 here is ruled out. Finally, we are left with only one possibility. If C is here, then Darjeeling, Kerala, and G, Shimla, Kashmir, and Kanyakumari. C will not visit Kanyakumari. And C will not visit Kanyakumari. C cannot be here. As C cannot be here, then who is the person here? B is here. B, H, C, A, Darjeeling, G, and this is Shimla, F, and B. Then tell me what are the possibilities left over for this one? And B and D cannot be here. As D cannot be here, and so D must be Shimla. As D is Shimla, tell me who is the person left over for this Darjeeling? E is the person left over. E must be here. Clear now? Now this is about these 8 persons seated around a circular table. All the persons are facing towards the center. Then D Shimla, F Kashmir, B Kanyakumari, H Goa, C Udaipur, A Kerala, E Darjeeling, and finally what is the other city left over here? Agra is left over, and G is Agra. Now this is how these 8 persons were seated around a circular table facing towards the center. Clear now? Yes, write down this arrangement. Once you have completed this arrangement, then question number 71 to 75. Yes, shall I explain the questions or not required? Anyone please tell me whether I should explain the questions based on this arrangement or not. Yes, anyone please? Yes, not required. Fine then. Then start working out the next one. First write down this arrangement. Once we have done with this arrangement, then I will discuss about the next set of questions 71 to 75, and it is again based on a puzzle. Now in this 71 to 75, first I will go through the information. Institute Supreme is planning to introduce a course on psychoeconomics. Okay? And in 7 different cities, namely Mumbai, Delhi, Ludhiana, Chandigarh, Patna, Goa, and Ahmedabad. Now 7 different cities, isn't it? And not necessarily in the same order. And namely Feb, March, on 7 different months. What are the different months we have? Feb, March, April, May, June, July, and August. Now 7 different months and 7 different cities were given. Now we need to identify this one. And in which city and this course was planned. Next, the course will be introduced in Delhi in February. Okay, shall I start with this one? Now, whenever this floor arrangement, days, months, and all these were given, the first and foremost thing what we need to do is first we need to fix this one at the center. Now, as the months were given, first we need to fix the months at the center. What are the months we have? Feb, March, April. Feb, March, April. Next one, May, June, July, August. May, June, July, and August. Isn't it? June, July, and August. Now all together how many we have? And there are 7. Now 7 days, 7 months were there. After writing down this, then extend the lines like this. Why are we extend the lines like this? Because, and if we have two possibilities, we can work out these two possibilities simultaneously rather than drawing a separate diagram to this. Hence, whenever it is based on a floor arrangement or months, days, ages, in all these type of questions, it is always advisable for you to fix the diagram like this. Okay? Now, coming to this one, first one. What is the first information we have? Now, whenever these months were given, the another thing what you need to identify is that the number of days in those months. Why? Because now, sir, in most of the cases will be ended with either 2 months which are having 31 days or 2 months which are having lesser than 31 days. Because if that information is there, then we can directly start with that possibility. And for that reason, first you need to identify the number of days in each of these months. Now, February, and February, how many months, how many days we can have? Either it could be 28 or 29, and March is having 31, and April is 30, May 31, and June is 30, July 31, and August 31. Hence, if you observe here, there are only 2 months which are having 30 days, isn't it? And the remaining 3 months are having, 4 months are having 31 days. Then, next one, the course will be introduced in Delhi is in February. Now, Delhi in February, and there will be a gap of 2 months between the months in which it will be introduced in Mumbai and Patna. Now, between Mumbai and Patna, there must be exactly two. Mumbai and Patna, there must be exactly two. Again, there will be gap of 2 months between the months in which it will be introduced in Mumbai and Patna. It will be introduced in Patna after Mumbai. Hence, first it is Mumbai, and after this Mumbai, and 2 months gap, and the next one must be Patna. Okay, 2 months gap means among these months, 2 months gap. It doesn't mean that according to our calendar, 2 months gap. According to this month, according to the calendar, it is not 2 months, but is according to the this arrangement, it is of 2 months. That means if Mumbai is here, then Patna will be here. Mumbai, Patna, Mumbai, Patna. How many possibilities we can have? We can have some 3 possibilities. As more possibilities were there, as of now, we cannot represent the data. And next one. It will be introduced in Patna after Mumbai. After Mumbai, the next one it will be introduced in Chandigarh immediately after the month in which will be introduced in Patna. Now Chandigarh is immediately after Patna. As Chandigarh is immediately after Patna, then tell me how many possibilities we have. Now there are only two possibilities. If Mumbai is here, then 1, 2, and this will be Patna, isn't it? And if it is Patna, and the next one will be Chandigarh, because Chandigarh is immediately after this Patna. As Chandigarh is immediately after Patna, this is one possibility. What is the second possibility we have? And Delhi is at this place. As Delhi is here, then next one, Mumbai can be in the month of April. If Mumbai is here, 2 months between these two, 1, 2, and Patna is in the month of July, and Chandigarh is in the month of August. And so many possibilities? We have two possibilities. And so we have represented these two possibilities simultaneously. And next one. And Chandigarh immediately after the month in which Patna, we have taken this information. Next one. And it will be introduced in Goa. And what is the next information here? It will be introduced in Chandigarh immediately after the month in which introduced in Patna. And it will be introduced in Goa immediately before the month in which Ahmedabad. Now Goa is immediately before Ahmedabad. Now in this case, Goa is at this place and Ahmedabad here. And in this case, Goa is immediately before this Ahmedabad, and Ahmedabad must be in the month of June. Ahmedabad. Then immediately before, and it will not be introduced in Ludhiana in the month of August. Now finally, what is left over here? Ludhiana is here, and now in this case, Ludhiana must be here. But whereas if you observe here the last information, what is the last information here? Now this Ludhiana cannot be in the month of August. As Ludhiana cannot be in the month of August, then what happened to this one? This arrangement is completely done. Okay? Because finally we got that Ludhiana in the month of August. As Ludhiana is in the month of August, then finally we are left with this case. Done? Now in this case, question number 71 to 75. Yes, clear now? And this is what the advantage we have by fixing the months at the center and representing these two cases simultaneously. Yes, clear now? Yes, shall I explain the questions or not required? Anyone please? First write down this arrangement. Once I have done with this arrangement, then I will start with the next one. As tell me if anyone would like to have the questions as well. Clear? As Manas are fine. Questions are not required. Good. Fine then. First write down this arrangement, then I will discuss about the next questions. Then question number 76 to 80. Now in this 76 to 80, first write down this. As tell me, am I moving fast or shall I discuss a little bit slow or this pace is enough? As anyone, I'm seeking your advice whether this pace is okay or shall I decrease my pace or shall I increase the speed? Okay, pace is okay, fine Manasa then. Yes, do you have the papers with you? Anyone please? Do you have the papers with you? Okay, the pace is okay, good. Okay, fine then. Then question number 76 to 80. Yes, as you do not have the papers with you, this is the reason I'm explaining the conditions. Okay, first I'm going through the conditions once. Now see here. How many persons were there in total? All together we have some 8 persons. 8 persons were there. E, F, G, H, I, J, K and L. And these 8 persons are sitting in a straight line but not necessarily in the same order. 8 persons were there. These 8 persons were seated in a straight line but not necessarily in the same order. And some of them are facing south and some of them are facing north. Here we do not know how many persons are facing north and how many persons are facing south. If one person is facing north and the remaining the remaining 7 persons are facing towards south, isn't it? If 2 persons are facing north and 6 will be south and vice versa, isn't it? And that information, the specific data regarding how many are facing towards north and how many are facing towards south is not clearly given. Hence, and it is clearly specified as some of them are north and some of them are south. And the first information G is fifth to the left of L. Now in these type of questions wherein some persons are facing north and some persons are facing south is given, and at the same time in the circular arrangement, if some persons are inward and some persons are outward is given, the first and foremost thing what we need to identify is that the direction of any person is given or not. We need to start from there itself. The direction is given, then from there inwards if you have started, then you will definitely have ended up with one possibility. Okay, because in these puzzles, the first and foremost thing what we need to do is from where we need to start the information, which statement should be taken first, isn't it? Hence, to that one, first we need to identify the direction. What is the direction here? L faces north is clearly given. L faces north is given. From there we need to start. L faces north, and at the same time, and only 2 people between G and K. G sits fifth to the left of L. Both the immediate neighbors of K are facing south, and both the immediate neighbors of E are facing north, and K is neither an immediate neighbor of E nor I. And next information is H is seated south to the right of I, and both the immediate neighbors of F, here is talking about immediate neighbors of F, facing south. E and F are facing opposite directions, isn't it? And H is not an immediate neighbor of F. Now, these are the 5 conditions given, and based on this, now we need to identify and who is staying, who is sitting at which position, and in which direction that person is facing. Clear? Shall I start the arrangement now? Now this is regarding the information. As you are thorough with this information, now first one, how many persons are there? All together we have some 8 persons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. All together there are some 8 persons, and some of them are facing north, some of them are facing south. First I am starting with what? First, L faces north. As L is facing north, again G sits fifth to the left of L. How many possibilities we can have? Now if G is here, G sits fifth to the left of L, L must be at this place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. isn't it? Hence, as L is facing north and G sits fifth to the left of L. What is the direction of G? As of now, we cannot determine the direction of G. We can able to determine the direction of L, but not G. That is the first information. And second case, what is the second possibility? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, if L is at the second place from the right hand side, and G will be second from the left hand side, isn't it? G sits fifth to the left of L. Then what is the third one? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, if L is at the corner, then G sits fifth to the left of L, G will be here. Hope you got this one. G sits fifth to the left of L, L is facing north. There are three different possibilities altogether, and only two people between G and K. And only two people between G and K. G is here, K must be at this place. And only two people between G and K, K is here. Only two people between G and K, K must be at this place. Hence, all the three cases are valid. Only two people between G and K. How many persons in between G and K? There must be exactly two. Both the immediate neighbors of K are facing south. Whoever the neighbors of K, those two persons must be facing south. And here also these two persons must be facing south. And here these two persons must be facing south. Immediate neighbors of K are facing south. And next one, immediate neighbors of E are facing north. Immediate neighbors of E are facing north. E cannot be at this place because if E is one of the neighbor of E is facing towards south, which is invalid. E, can E be at this place? Yes, there is a possibility. If E is here, then K is facing towards north. There is a possibility for this E. If E is here, yes, there is a possibility. There are two different possibilities for this E. In the first case, immediate neighbors of E, K is neither an immediate neighbor of E nor I. K is neither an immediate neighbor of E or I. Hence, E and I cannot be at this place. E and I cannot be at this place. As E cannot be here, E must be here. If A is here, immediate neighbors of E are facing towards north, E will be fixed. Then, again coming back to this one. E and I cannot be adjacent to K. As E and I cannot be in these two places, no, E cannot be at this place because E should have two neighbors. E cannot be here, E cannot be here. What is the only possibility we have? E must be here. If E is here, one of the immediate neighbors of E is facing south, which is invalid. The second case is completely ruled out. Clear now? Then coming back to the third one. Now in this one, E cannot be in these two places because E cannot be adjacent to K. E cannot be here because if E is here, this person must be facing north rather than south. Hence E cannot be at any one of these places. E cannot be at this place as well. What is the only possibility? E must be here. If E is here, immediate neighbors of E are facing towards north. Hence these two persons are facing towards north. Hope you got this one. Finally, we have left with only two possibilities. Then coming back to the next one. What is the next one we have? Next information. K is neither an immediate neighbor of E nor I. We have taken that information. And after this, K is neither an immediate neighbor of E nor I. H sits out to the right of I. H is seated out to the right of I. Now, H is seated out to the right of I. Then where should this H be? And both the immediate neighbors of F are facing south. Immediate neighbors of F are facing south. No, F cannot be here. F cannot be here. Hence, F cannot be here or can be here or cannot be here. There is a possibility. F is here, both these two persons are south. Or if F is here, both these persons are south. And there are two different possibilities of F. Isn't it? And both the immediate neighbors of F faces south. E and F face opposite directions. E and F opposite directions. And H is not an immediate neighbor of F. Now H and F are not adjacent to each other. H is not an immediate neighbor of F. Now H sits out to the right of I. H is seated out to the right of I. Now I cannot be in these two places. I cannot be here as well. Because if I is here 1, 2, 3, there is a possibility for this I. I is here. If I is here, H sits out to the right of I. This person is facing north. As this person is facing north, and H is seated out to the left of I rather than right. And this case is also ruled out. I cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be at any one of these. I must be here. If I is here, 1, 2, 3, H must be here. H is here, I is seated, I is facing towards north. Then only H sits out to the right of I is possible. Done with this? Then again coming back to this one. Then H and I. Now, if you take I at this place 1, 2, 3, H, there is a possibility, isn't it? And I is not an immediate neighbor of K, I cannot be in these two places. Hence, I must be either here or here. If I is here, then 1, 2, 3, H can be here. Or if I is here, 1, 2, 3, H can be here, isn't it? Then there are two different possibilities for this I. If I is here, then H is seated out to the right of I, H will be here. Then I will be facing north. If I is here, then H will be here, there is facing north. Isn't it? Hence, there are two different possibilities. H sits out to the right of I. Then immediate neighbors of F faces south. Then if H and I were in these two places, then immediate neighbor of F means F must be here. F cannot be here because immediate neighbors of F. That means we need to have two persons as the neighbors of F. Hence F cannot be here, F must be here. If F is here, both the immediate neighbors of F faces south. Immediate neighbors. But you'll see here one of the neighbor of F is facing towards north. And this case is completely ruled out. Finally, we are left with only one case. Hope you are following this one. We have started with three different possibilities. Now two possibilities were ruled out. Now we are left with only one possibility here. Then coming back to this one. Where can we have this I? Now, can you take this I at this place if I is here? Then H sits out to the right of I. H can be either at this place or at this place. Isn't it? Now, if I is at this place facing north, then H will be here. I'm taking it H1, I1. Or if you take I is at this place, I2, then 1, 2, 3, H2 will be here. There are two different possibilities, isn't it? Then, if H is at this place, I at this place, H at this place, then E cannot be here, then F must be here. Then what is the next information we have? H is seated out to the right of I. And first let us consider this one. H is seated out to the right of I. And both the immediate neighbors of F are facing south. Then H and I will be here. F cannot be at this place. Then F must be here. If F is here, immediate neighbors of F are facing towards south is ruled out. Are you following this one or not? Hence, which implies that and I cannot be at this. Then, if you take I is facing towards south. If I is facing north, H will be here. If I is facing south, then H will be here. If H is here, H sits out to the right of I is valid. Then if H is here, H and F are not adjacent to each other. Then F cannot be at this place because immediate neighbors of F are facing south. Then F must be at this place. If F is here, both the immediate neighbors of F are facing south. And what is the next information we have? Both the immediate neighbors of F are facing south. Hence, H at this place, isn't it? Finally, we got that H at this place. H here. Immediate neighbors of F are facing south. These two persons are facing south. Then, who is the person left over? Tell me. Finally, one person is left over. And who is that person? E, F, G, H, I, J. J is the person left over. And next one. E and F face opposite directions. As E and F are facing opposite direction, F is facing south and C must be facing north. Clear now? This is how these 8 persons are seated in a row and how many persons are facing towards north? 1, 2, 3 and 4 persons are facing north and 4 persons are facing south. And this is what the advantage we have by opting for the number of possibilities, because how many times we read the information? We have read the information only once. Our main objective is to read the information only once rather than keep on reading for a number of times. Hence, for that reason, we have to fix the possibilities. Hope you have followed this one. Then start writing down this. Once we have done with this one 76 to 80, then let us start from 81 to 85. As done? Fine then. As Raju, Gaurav completed. As anyone left over who is still writing this arrangement? Then coming to question number 81. Now in this 81, it is based on critical reasoning. What is the information we have? The following questions are based on the information given below. Tell me what is the information given. Surveys surveys show that every year only 10% of cigarette smokers, only, underline this word. Now only 10% of the cigarette smokers switch their brands. That means they are shifting from one brand to the other brand. And only 10% of them keep on switching the brands. Yet the manufacturer, though very little amount of the people are switching their brands, and yet the manufacturers have been spending an amount equal to 10% of their gross receipts. Here he is talking about the gross receipts. From the total receipts, around some 10% of them, they are spending on what? They are spending on an advertisement. Okay, promotion. Have been spending an amount equal to 10% of the gross receipts on cigarette promotion in magazines. Clear? A mere 10% of the people shift their brands, but yes, on the total gross receipts, now these companies are spending around 10% for their promotion in the magazines. It follows from these figures that means it is the final conclusion. What is the final conclusion the author has made? It follows from these figures that inducing cigarette smokers, inducing, that means insisting these people to switch their brands did not pay. Why these people are giving the advertisements, promotion in the magazines in order to make these people to shift their brands, isn't it? That's what he's talking about. It follows from these figures that inducing, that means now forcing these persons or cigarette smoker to switch their brands did not pay. They did not pay. Why they did not pay? And that cigarette companies would have been no worse off economically if they had dropped their advertising. Yes, what is the final argument in this one? Finally, this person is arguing that though these companies will stop advertising their promotion in the magazines and there won't be any change in the total economically there won't be any change for this manufacturer. That's what is trying to focus on this one, isn't it? Because they are spending 10% of the total gross receipts, but it's only 10% of the people are shifting that one. And that means according to this person, his aim is that his assumption is that it is completely not economically good in order to promote this one. Then, on the following, the best criticism of the conclusion that inducing cigarette smokers to switch brands did not pay is based on. Now, this is based on what is the final conclusion? Inducing the cigarette smokers to switch brands did not pay. That is the final conclusion. Why? And it is he has come to this conclusion based on this which information. That's what he's asking about. Tell me what is your answer here. Computing advertisement cost. Now here he is talking about computing advertising cost as a percentage of gross receipts, not to overall cost. Now is he talking anything regarding this one? And based on this information, as this person has come to this conclusion, no. Then coming to the second, past patterns. Here is comparing this one. Past patterns of smoking may not carry over to the future. Now here, no previous data may or may not be continued further. That's what his assumption is. And the third one, the assumption that each smoker is loyal to a single brand of cigarettes and at any one time, isn't it? Now the third one is each smoker is loyal to a single brand of cigarettes at any time, at any one time. The next one, the assumption that each manufacturer produces only one brand of cigarettes. Now this is not related to the above thing. Now we are left with the second and the third. Now between the second and the third, now he has come to this conclusion based on which one? Now here, the assumption that each smoker is loyal to a single brand of cigarette at any one time. At any one time, that means at for some particular times, these people will be loyal to their brand. That means there were some cases wherein there is a chance of shifting these persons. Assuming that there is a chance of shifting from brand to brand, hence they are giving this information. Though they know that it is not working isn't it? Still they are giving this one. Why are they still giving this one? Assuming that maybe there was some times wherein people can able to shift the brand. Okay, hence what is your answer here? 3 is the answer. Next one. What is the next question we have? And again, this is again based on the same statement. 81 and 82 are based on the same. Then coming to 82. Which of the following, if true, most seriously weakens the conclusion that cigarette companies could have dropped advertising without suffering economically, isn't it? No, sir. What is the final conclusion has made? Cigarette companies could have dropped advertising without suffering economically. Okay. Then first one. Cigarette most seriously weakens the conclusion. Weakens the conclusion means that must be opposite to the above statement, contradicting the above statement. In this one, cigarette advertisements provide a major proportion of total advertising revenue for numerous magazines. Are they bothered about the magazines in order to increase the revenue for the magazines? Are they giving this one? No. In order to increase their sales, they are giving the advertisements rather than increasing the revenue for the magazines. Hence, first one is here is talking about revenues of the magazines rather than revenues of the cigarette companies. Hence, first one is straight away ruled out. Second, cigarette promotion serves to attract first-time smokers to replace those people who have stopped smoking, isn't it? Why are they keep on giving this one? Because there were some people who are the first timers. Now, first timers, those who people are leaving, first timers can be attracted by the promotion, isn't it? And that is the reason why they are giving this information and they are promoting. Why? Because in order to attract the first timers. And so what is your answer? 2 is on. Cigarette promotion serves to attract first timers, smokers to replace those people who have stopped smoking. Now let us take for example, earlier there were some 100 smokers were there. And out of these 100 smokers, because of this awareness, let us take for example some 20% of the smokers, okay, quit smoking. As they have quit smoking, then what happened to the remaining here? The remaining 80% were there. Now the remaining 80% are the smokers. Out of these 100, 80% are left over. If 80% are left over, their revenues will completely comes down or not? Definitely, because 20 and 1/5 of the persons are quit smoking. Then 80% is the revenue now. Earlier it used to be around 100, now it is only 80. Hence the revenues will come down. But whereas still the revenues were in the same line. Why they were in the same line? Because the new smokers are adding to this one. The first timers. The first timers are adding to this one. If the first timers adds to this one, then what happens here? There is no change in the revenue at all. There won't be any loss to this one. Why there won't be any loss? Because the newcomers are starting smoking. Clear? And that is the reason. Now, could not have dropped advertising without suffering economically. Then let us check out the other choices as well. Third one. There exists no research conclusively demonstrating that increase in cigarette advertising are related to increase in smoking. Is he talking anything regarding this one? Next one, fourth. It is not directly related to the above statement at all. And fourth one, advertising is so firmly established as a major business activity of cigarette manufacturers that they would be unlikely to be dropped. Now here he is talking about, now there is no situation for them to drop this one at all. But whereas here it must be directly contradicting the above paragraph. Weakens the above paragraph. Here it is not weakening the paragraph, rather it is supporting the paragraph. Clear now? And the fourth one, it is supporting the paragraph rather than weakening. Strengthening. Hence, what is your answer? Choice 2 is the answer. Clear now? And this is about 82. Then coming back to 83 and 84. Now these two are also based on this critical reasoning, 83 and 84. Then what is the first information we have? Statement. The proportion. Here is talking about the proportion of manufacturing companies in Almeida. The proportion of manufacturing companies in Almeida that use microelectronics in their manufacturing process increased from 6% in 1979 to 66% in 1990. Now during this period, from 1917 to 1990. How many years were there? Just in 11 years. In this 11 years, it has been increased from 6% to 66%, almost 11 times. Isn't it? Then, why it was so? Because of this using of microelectronics. Now, earlier only 6% of microelectronics used to be used in that manufacturing process. Now, it is 66% is being used. Many labor leaders say that, what is their claim? That the introduction of this microelectronics is the principal cause. What is the main reason here? Introduction of this microelectronics is the principal cause of the great increase in unemployment during that period. Which period is talking about? 1970 to 1990. During these 11 years, as these microelectronics were introduced, hence there was a huge increase in the unemployment, great increase in unemployment. Okay, just because of the implementation or introduction of this microelectronics into this manufacturing process, the unemployment has grown by leaps and bounds. Then, in actual fact, however, most of the job losses were due to organizational changes. In fact, what is the main reason here? It is not just because of introduction of microelectronics, but it is because of what? It is because of organizational changes. Because of these organizational changes, now most of the people have lost their jobs rather than introducing of this microelectronics. Moreover, according to new figures released by the Labor Department, now the Labor Department has released a data. According to that one, there were many more people employed in Almada, many more Almada in the manufacturing industry in 1990 than in 1979. Now, this is quite contradicting to the statement made by these labor leaders. Labor leaders said that most of these people were left unemployment. Unemployment is increasing. But whereas the recent data released by this Labor Department states that the manufacturing industry in 1990, more people were recruited in 1990 than in 1979. Whether these two are contradicting with each other or not. Then coming to this, which of the following, if true, best reconciles the discrepancy? There is a discrepancy. Where is the discrepancy here? This labor leader states that unemployment has increased. Now the data has shown that more people were recruited now when compared with 1979. There is a discrepancy between these two statements, isn't it? There is a discrepancy between these two statements, statement made by the labor leader and the data released by the labor department. Then reconciles the discrepancy between the increase in unemployment and the increase in jobs in the manufacturing industry of Almada. Now, among the given choices, which choice best supports the discrepancy between these two is what the question. Yes, tell me, which among the following choices is supporting that one? Yes. Now, many products that contain microelectronic components are now assembled completely by machine, isn't it? Now, is he talking anything regarding the discrepancy between these two? No. Then coming to the second, and workers involved in the various aspects of the manufacturing process that use microelectronic technology need extensive training. Here he is stating that these people should have more training, isn't it? But here he is not talking about whether more people were recruited or less people were recruited or the discrepancy. He is not talking anything regarding the discrepancy. Next one, it is difficult to evaluate numerically. Here it is a generalized statement. What impact on job security introduction of microelectronics in the workplace before? Here he is talking about before 1979, isn't it? But as here we are talking from in that period, 1979 to 1990. Then coming to choice 4, in 1990, over 90% of the jobs in Almada's manufacturing companies were filled by workers. That means 90% is over 90. That means more than 90% of the jobs in this place, Almada's, the two manufacturing companies he's talking about, were filled by workers who moved to Almada because they had skills for which there was no demand in Almada prior to the introduction of microelectronics there. That means here, with the help of the fourth one, we can definitely say that more and more people were recruited. And which type of people are recruited? And only those people who have good. No, who have filled by the workers who moved on the because they had skills for which they, that means experienced people were recruited a lot. That means it is just because of what? It is because of the organizational changes these positions were could able to fill into this post. Then what is your answer? Fourth one is the answer. Now here people were recruited. More and more people were recruited in 1990. Hence, more recruitment was there. At the same time, which type of people were recruited? Only those people who are having good experience. Hence, having experience and you will get the job. And if you do not have any experience in this one, you are not going to get the job. That means jobs were increased and unemployment is decreasing. More and more people are getting jobs in this one. But as only such people who have experience are getting the jobs rather than all the people which used to be the case before 1979. Done with this? And this is now which best supports the discrepancy? Now the discrepancy is what? Unemployment is there. But as here, it is not the unemployment. The unemployment is decreased. Done? Then coming to 84. Now in this question number 84, which are the following if true? Most strengthen the labor leaders. Now we need to discuss about the labor leaders point of view. Strengthening labor leaders point. As what is the claim made by these labor leaders? Their claim is that more unemployment has increased a lot, isn't it? Now we need to focus on this one. Now, which among the following statements says that unemployment has increased a lot? As coming to the first one. What is the first statement we have? From 79 to 1990, fewer employees of manufacturing companies are lost their jobs. Lost their jobs. Only few people have lost their jobs. That means it is contradicting the statement made by the labor leaders. And the statement made by the labor leaders is that more and more people have lost their jobs, more unemployment. Here he is talking about only very less people, fewer employees. That means it is contradicting the above paragraph rather than supporting. Yes, and next one. Coming to the second one, the figures on the use of microelectronics that were made public are the result of enquiries made of managers. Okay, and here he is talking about a specific condition rather than overall condition. Next one, third one, the organizational changes that led to job losses in all sectors of the manufacturing industry in Almda were primarily the result of the introduction of microelectronics. It is directly reflecting the above cause. What is the claim made by these labor leaders? Now, just because of the introduction of these microelectronics, more and more people have lost their jobs. Now, here in this one also is clearly stated organizational changes that led to job losses in all sectors, across all the sectors, in the manufacturing industry, in this place Almda, were primarily because of what? Primarily because of the result of the introduction of microelectronics. Now, the third one is what? Third one is directly stating it is strengthening the above condition. Clear now? Hence, what is your answer? Choice 3 is the answer. As butter, Srivastava, you need the last one. As, tell me which one should I explain? English one. Okay. As, then, as Srivastava, you want the last one? Then I'll discuss about the last one because the time is up. No, so 96 to 100. In a class of, how many persons here? In a class of 5 persons. A, B, C, D, and E are the 5 persons. And these are the 5 persons who got the 5 top ranks or the top 5 rankers in a class in 3 different subjects. What are the 3 different subjects you have? Telugu, English, and Hindi. 5 persons. And these 5 people got the top 5 ranks in these 3 different subjects, Telugu, English, and Hindi. Now we need to identify who got which rank in which subject. Okay. No 2 students got the same rank in any subject. And at the same time, no student got the same rank in a subject and no student got the same rank in any 2 subjects. Further, the information is given like this. Okay. Now, as some of you are asking for the last one, and so directly opted for the last. is now altogether 5 different ranks were there, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now how many persons were there? 5 persons, A, B, C, D, and E. And what are the subjects we have? 3 different subjects, Telugu, English, and Hindi. Now 5 students who have got 5 different ranks, the top 5 ranks, A, B, C, D, and E are the 5 persons. Top 5 ranks 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And these 3 subjects. Okay, this is how we are representing the data. Then coming back to the condition number 1. And no student got the same rank in any subject, isn't it? No two students got the same rank in a subject. That means if A got the first rank here and B cannot get the first rank, no two persons got the same rank in any subject, and at the same time no student got the same rank in any subject. Okay, that means along the row wise and along the column wise, no two persons must be the same. Hope you got this point. Then coming to the first one. In English, A got better rank than C. Now in the case of English, A got better rank than C, A is here and C is here. A is above this C. The word immediate is not given. As the word immediate is not given, if C is at the 5th position, A could be at any one of the first 4 places. Or if C is here, A could be at any one of the first 3 places. Because the word immediate is not given, it could be anywhere ahead of this one. And next one, in English, A got better rank than C. Neither B nor E got the first rank in any subject. Neither B nor E got the first rank in any subject. Then tell me who are the persons that can get the first rank? A, C, or E are the 3 persons. Among these 5 persons, now B and E do not get the first rank. That means the remaining 3 persons must get the first rank. Clear? And next one, E got better rank in Telugu than D in English. Now E got better rank in Telugu than D in English. That means E's rank in Telugu is better rank than D in English. If E got the first rank, then D must get 2, 3, 4, 5. If E got the second rank, then D must be either 3, 4, 5. If E got the third rank in Telugu, then D must be 4 and 5. If E got the fourth rank in Telugu, E must be 5th rank in English. Done? Now this is what we mean by E's rank in Telugu is better rank than D's rank in English. That is one more information. And next one, the student who got second rank in Telugu. Now here he is talking about this student. Either that student could be A, B, C, D, or E, any person. Hence I am representing with X. The student who got second rank in Telugu got 4th rank in Hindi. 4th rank in Hindi and 3rd rank in English. That means whoever the person who got the second rank in Telugu, the same person got the 3rd rank in English and the 4th rank in Hindi. Done? Now I am representing with that X. Finally, if I identify that X, I can able to replace that with the person. And next one, the student who got second rank in Telugu got 4th and so on. In each subject, B always got worse rank than D. In each and every subject, B always got worse rank than D. Isn't it? Hence, B always got worse rank than D. That means B is always lower rank than D. As B is always lower rank than D, hence here D cannot get the 5th rank. Why? Because if D gets the 5th rank here at any one of these 3, hence B must be below this one, which is not possible. D cannot be the 5th ranker. And C got better rank than D in Hindi. Now Hindi, C got better rank than D in Hindi. Now this is what the information we have. Okay? And C got better rank than D in Hindi. Now tell me, where should this? Now let us start with this one, E Telugu and English. Now what is the rank of this one, E Telugu and English? What should the rank? Who can be this X? Yes, tell me who can be the X. Yes, anyone please, this is where the entire puzzle is based on. Who can be X? Out of this A, B, C, D and E. Yes, anyone please? Who can be this X? Can A be X here? Yes, is my question clear or not? Who can be X? If A is X here, now A, C and E are the 3 persons who must be the first ranker. If A is here, then A cannot be X. Or if A is here, A cannot be X. Or if A is here, A cannot be X. That means A, C, and E cannot be X at all. Are you getting this point or not? None of these three persons A, C, and E can be can be X, because these three persons must be repeated at one of these three places in the first rank. As they were repeated here, they cannot come to this rank at all. Hence, A, C, and E cannot be there. Hence, finally, we are left with either B or E. A, C, E cannot be here. Hence, it must be either B or D. Isn't it? Now, A, C, and E. Then if A, C, and E were here, in English, A got, in B and E neither got the first rank. B and E neither got the first rank, hence A, C, and D. Now these three persons. A, C, and D cannot be at any one of these three places. Hence cannot be here. Hence who must be here? Either D or E must be here. Okay? Either D or E. We got two different possibilities. Out of this D and E, now let us take with D. This is just an example. If I take D at this place, isn't it? Then D will be here. And then D will be here. If D is here, what is the rank of this D? D is here. Then E, where should this A be? Where should this A be? Tell me. Now E in Telugu. Now if D is at this place, D got second rank in Telugu. And here D got second rank in English. As D got third rank in English, then E must get the first rank in Telugu. Then E must be here. Are you following this one or not? If D is here, yes, ACD cannot be at this place. As ACD cannot be at this place, then here it must be BRE. There it must be BRE. As BRE must be at this place, okay, here it must be either BRE. As BRE is here, can you take B at this place or not? B at this place, B at this place, B at this place. Now B is here. Then whatever this one, if B is at this place, then what could be the rank of this E? E can be here, isn't it? Now check out this one. B always got worse rank than D. As B always got worse rank than D, hence D must be here. If D got the first rank here, isn't it? Then E Telugu. Then where should this E? E must be somewhere here. That is the least possible case. If E is at this place, as B is already getting here, B must be in the first places, D must be at this place. Are you following this one or not? Then if you take B at this place, then D will be here. If D is here, then D will be here, because D must always be better rank. If D gets better rank here, E's rank in Telugu is worse rank than D in English. The given condition is invalid. Which implies that B cannot be at this place. Are you following this one or not? If you take B at this place, D will be here. And if B will be here, D will be here. If D is here, E must be in these two places, isn't it? But as D in English must be worse than E in Telugu. E is here, D is here, which is contradicting the statement. Hence, B cannot be at this place. As B cannot be at this place, tell me what is the information we have finally. As B cannot be at this place, and finally, E must be at this place. Clear now? Now I could able to finalize this. If E is here, now as E is at this place, tell me what is the other information we have. E's rank in Telugu is always better rank than this one. Hence, where should this D? Now D and B. Now in this D and B, E is here, and E is here. Then what should the rank of this E? Now A, C, and D at this place. Now A always got better rank than C. As always, A always got better rank than C. A can be here or not? A. If you take A here, C at this place, then C and D. As C and D, here C cannot be at this place. Hence here C must be at this place. A and C were there. And here who must be person here? D is at this place. Clear? If D is here, then DAC, EC, and now C always got better rank than D. And D cannot be the last ranker. As D cannot be the last ranker, tell me what should the position of this D? D can be here or not? D, C and D. If CD is here, E is here. D got better rank than B. Then coming to this one. Now DE, DAC, ECD, Now E is here, A, C, E, B and D were there. Out of which B and D, D cannot be at the last place. As D cannot be at the last place, D must be here. If D is here, B must be at this place. Clear now? Hence A, C, E, D, B is the order in which it is English. Then coming back to this one, D, A were completed, C, D, E were completed. Now we are left with A and B. As B is already there, B cannot be here as well. Hence B must be here. If B is here, now C, D, B, E and A is here. Then coming to this one, D, E. D, E, A, B and C are the left out. A and B are in these two places. A and B cannot be here. And C must be here. If C is here, D, E, C were done, A and B. As B is already at this place, B cannot be the third ranker. Hence B must be at this place. If B is here, A must be at this place. Done. What is the order we have? D, E, A, B, C, A, C, E, D, B, and C, D, B, E, A. Clear? Now this is about the last puzzle. Now 5 questions were given under this one. Hope you people have followed this one. As any doubts in this one? As if time provided tomorrow, let us discuss about the remaining questions because time is up. English sir is waiting outside and the next is English. Yes, clear? Yes, thank you very much. Thank you for your participation. Yes, any doubts in the questions whatever we have discussed today? Anyone please? If time provided, tomorrow I will going to discuss about that reverse syllogism and so on. Okay? Yes, thank you one and all. Let's meet again tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Okay? Fine. Oh, sure.